Imagine your life is a survival game with no reset button. Yesterday, you were just a random guy from a boring provincial town. Today, you're standing in a dusty camp on Rome's frontier, sweating in a cheap tunic and staring at an officer who will decide your fate with one word: accepted or get out. You're in your early 20s, no money, no land. Ahead of you, either the same poverty your father had, or a chance to end up where men like you are turned into the steel fist of an empire. You want glory? You want steady pay? You just want to run so far from home that everyone there forgets you existed? The Roman legion gives you all of that, but takes more in return than you think. Today, we'll walk through your whole life inside the legion, how you level up from dirty recruit to respected veteran, what levels unlock, what gets you promoted, and what gets you dumped in an unmarked grave by the roadside. And most important of all, stay to the end, because on the higher levels, an ugly truth opens up. The higher you climb in the Roman army, the less your life belongs to you. At first, you're nobody. Year 105 after the birth of Christ, you walk up to the recruiter. There's a line of men just as nervous as you. Someone is kneading an amulet in his hands. Someone is whispering to the gods. Someone is just trying not to show fear. The first stage is the inspection. An officer walks along the line and looks at you as if he's choosing not people, but horses at a market. Broad shoulders? Check. Hands steady? Check. No limp? They can grab your shoulder, turn you around, make you walk back and forth. Any serious injury, strange limp, obvious sickness, and they just send you home. Rome doesn't need pity and problems. It needs living machines that can walk, haul, dig, and kill. Then come the questions. How old are you? Are you a Roman citizen or not? Can you read and write? Can you build, repair, heal, hunt, work iron? They write down not just your name. They care what you can be for the Legion, just a strong back or something more. If you pass, they put you in front of the commander and make you swear an oath. From that moment on, you don't belong to yourself. You belong to Rome. You get your first bonus, enlistment money. It feels like life is finally turning around. You can buy good sandals, new clothes, send a few coins home, or lose it all that same evening in dice with the other excited recruits. But it's too early to celebrate. Because from your very first pay, you see, they take their cut for food, gear, and housing. The Legion feeds you, but it never does it for free. Your first level, surviving training. You think they'll hand you a sword and shield now, and send you off under blaring trumpets, straight into glory. Instead, they send you into training hell. From the very first week, they teach you the most boring and the scariest thing: to march. Not just stroll along a flat road, but walk dozens of kilometers over rocks, hills, and mud with a full load of iron on your back. The shield bangs against the straps cut into your shoulders, your legs burn. Rain? Heat? Mud up to your knees? Nobody cares. You walk until your brain stops counting steps and your feet stop feeling the ground. Then they show you how to cross rivers. No bridge, so you swim. If you can't, you learn fast. Here, drowned during training is not a tragedy. It's just one weak soldier less. Together with your buddies, you crawl along rope crossings, hold your gear over your head so it doesn't sink, fight your way through icy water with chattering teeth. Only after that do you get to the weapons. They give you a wooden sword and shield that are heavier than the real ones. For the first few days, your arms won't even rise for the next strike. Your muscles burn. Your fingers are covered in blisters. You learn not to swing like in the movies, but to hit with a short, fast, precise thrust. Hide behind the shield, step forward, stab. Again, until the movements become as natural as breathing. They teach you not only how to hit, but how to stand in formation. Not to play the lone hero, but to hold the line. Trust the man on your right and left. Move like part of a wall of shields. At the same time, there's the boring but mandatory part: digging ditches, putting up tents, chopping trees, building defenses, fixing roads. A legionary is not just a fighter. He's a worker, a builder, a carrier, sometimes a medic, sometimes a cook. Rome conquers the world not only with the spear, but also with the shovel. 4 to 6 months of this life, and you're already a different person. You wake up before dawn without any alarm. You eat when they give you food, not when you want to. You clearly understand one simple truth: either you get tougher, or the Legion breaks you and spits you out. Basic soldier, your long grind. If you can't write, don't build like a master, and don't heal like a doctor, your path is predictable. You become a regular foot soldier, the simplest but most needed cog in the army. You live in a tent with 7 men just like you. This is your little party. You sleep together, eat together, march together, stand guard together. And if things go bad, you'll lie together in the same mass grave. You share food, water, coals in the fire, and late-night conversations. Sometimes you share money to help the family of the one who didn't come back. Your days all look the same. Wake up, roll call, breakfast, march or work, training, guard duty, short rest, and repeat. For you, war isn't constant battle, but long weeks of routine with rare bursts of horror. But it's on this level that it's decided whether you'll stay soldier number something for life or slowly start climbing. If you don't slack off, don't whine, don't sneak off for wine in the nearest village, and don't start brawls in camp, the officers notice you. Commanders don't need lone heroes. They need people who do their job every day without breaking formation. And that's when the Legion's own leveling system turns on. How to unlock the hidden classes. The Legion has a weakness. It loves useful people. If you can read and write, you're almost a wizard to the army. In a world where most people put a cross instead of a signature, someone who can keep lists, count money, write down orders is worth his weight in gold. From a man like that, they can make an assistant scribe, a paymaster, the one who is responsible for documents and records. You're still a soldier, but not always knee-deep in mud anymore. They can put you in charge of collecting taxes in nearby villages, keeping track of grain, weapons, money, handing out pay. Can you heal? Then you'll become a medic's assistant. Can you work iron? You'll join the smiths. Have building experience? They'll send you to a unit that builds bridges, roads, and forts. People like that are often freed from the heaviest grind, endless digging and hauling. They also get paid a bit more. Yes, you still risk your life, but you no longer spend all of it just digging another trench. That's your first serious upgrade. You're still a ranker, but no longer just a face in the line. You matter not only as a man with a shield, but as a brain, hands, or skills that save the army time and resources. The first commander level's years go by. You survive campaigns, don't break, don't end up in front of a tribunal. Commanders know you by name, not just by number, and they offer you a taste of small power. At first, you might become something like a junior overseer, responsible for guard shifts, making sure no one sleeps on duty, pushing your own comrades in training. That's no longer just, I do what I'm told. It's, I'm responsible for other people's discipline. Then come more important posts. They may trust you with the standard. It's not just a rag on a pole. The standard is the soul of the unit. You're responsible for the company's money, for the sign soldiers follow in battle, for its honor. Lose it, and the shame sticks for life. And finally, one of the key steps. You become the centurion's assistant, his right hand. Now you don't just run around with a spear. You count rations, watch building materials, assign men to tasks, settle small disputes, report on problems. If your commander dies in battle, it's you who steps into his place. Here you quickly learn one thing. A commander isn't the one who screams the loudest. He's the one who gets up first, goes to bed last, knows whose knee hurts, and whose wife just gave birth and is starving at home. If the soldiers trust you, they'll follow you. If not, in the critical moment, the line will fall apart. The highest level you can realistically reach, the highest level a simple guy from the Legion can reach, is to become a centurion. He commands about 80 men like you, only younger. In battle, you go in front, not hide in the back. You take the first blow, you're the first to shout forward, the first to step into the breach. Because of that, a centurion's life is often short. But if you survive, in camp you no longer walk around like an ordinary soldier. You decide who gets punished, who gets leave, who gets the hardest work, and who stays in reserve. You watch over order, building work, rest, training. You change dozens of lives with a single order. Above you, there are still senior centurions, the most experienced ones. The top of them is the man who commands the best unit in the Legion. The legate trusts him, and all the soldiers respect him. Higher than that, it's already another world. There you need not calluses and scars, but a family name, connections, and a toga. But for someone who started in a dirty tunic in a recruiting camp, making it to senior centurion is almost like climbing from a basement into the boardroom of a big company. Final screen. What you get for all these levels. If you survive 20 to 25 years, don't break everything that can be broken. Don't cross someone too powerful, and don't run away. A final reward waits for you. They give you money. Sometimes a piece of land. Sometimes the right to live quietly in a veterans colony, where no one drives you to work with a whistle, and people respect you as a man who gave his youth to Rome. You're left with scars, tired bones, memories you don't always want to talk about. But in the market they call you Old Warrior, not Hey You. Your name might end up on a stone slab, and boys in that town will look at it and think, now, that is a life that wasn't wasted. The Roman Legion is the toughest leveling system humanity ever came up with. It takes your freedom, your health, and your years, and in return gives you discipline, a trade, status, and a chance to rise above the place you were born into. And the question that remains at the end is simple. If you had lived back then, would you have signed that oath and stepped into this Legion simulator on hardcore difficulty?